everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Reaction Therapy. I'm your resident psychotherapist, Tom Stevens, here to break down lyrics to some awesome music. And this request today comes directly from the Reactions Are My Therapy tier on YouTube. It is a chance for you to have your very own request heard. You win, you request, I react. We do it that way. Adrian, you won, you get to pick, and you've picked none other than Suicideboys. I no longer fear the razor blade guarding my heel, part 2. First of all, Adrian, thank you so much for being a part of Reaction Therapy and helping spread our mission of mental health awareness to the world. And thank you for picking this song. And thank you for joining the Reactions Are My Therapy tier. If you want more content like Adrian has, go to YouTube. There are membership tiers. Go to Patreon. There are memberships there with extra content, private live streams, and we even have a new podcast channel, the Reaction Therapy Podcast on YouTube. Go check it out. Subscribe today. Artist interviews. Maybe one day we'll get the Suicideboys on that podcast. But without further ado, it's time. Suicideboys, I no longer fear the razor guarding my heel, part 2. Whoa. Yep. Come on. Yep.
Tripping out the shit, gun in hand, time to make a stack. Cock it back up with the lid. Let it right, overdose of rookies. I'm the bookie for the fucking devil. Jacket full of metal in the flames where the scarecrow metal. Every time I smoke on the dope, till my lungs choke. Sick, you keep that rope on my throat, hanging off the oak. Bodies in the river, feeling bitter.
They're so intense. And I've always said I can't figure out their lyrics most of the time because their brilliance just escapes me of how they sit and write and figure out. It puts Full Metal Jacket in there and how they word things. This has got to be Scrim though, right? He's the deeper voice. I figured that out at least. Ruby's higher voice, more the singing. Every time I smoke on the dope till my lungs choke. It's just straight facts. They're so honest with how they live. But I can't even understand. Slicky, keep that rope on my throat. Like, I don't even know. That's not good, right? That's like not good. That's like trying to end things, right? Bodies in the river. All these. Okay. Let me try to read this.
Rookies, I'm the bookie for the fucking devil. Jacket full of metal in the flames where the scarecrow metal. Every time I smoke on the dope, till my lungs choke. Sick, you keep that rope on my throat, hanging off the oak. Bodies in the river, feeling bitter with a spotted liver. Send a killer quitter, put a trigger on the fucking mirror.
So good. See Ruby come in here. Ruby never messed with ya. Sold no drugs. Ain't worried about money. They really seem like they're just doing music to do music. They wanted to be able to be successful by creating music, I think, that people wanted to hear, that they related to, that would help them with their life. Wasn't so much about any fame or anything. That reminded me a lot of Lil Peep when I would see his documentary. How he didn't seem like he wanted fame or anything. He just wanted people to enjoy what he's creating. Didn't want it to be better than everybody else. But they just really seem like they love doing their music thing. And when they join together, it's just artwork.
You know my luck, got a problem with them luck. You know we never fucking time. Never sold no guns, ain't worth our money. I don't wanna be a number, that's why I'm holding up this gun. Don't need protection from no one that's mine. Escape, I pull the plug. Ruby suicidal, I know slick is suicidal. Bitch, I'm guiding my disciples right out of this bogus.
I wonder if this is older when they were like really using a lot more. They were talking a lot more about just kind of ending things and just not being worth it as far as living. If they just were swirling around back then, because they've got such a different message now.
I know slick is suicidal. Bitch, I'm guiding my disciples right out of this bogus cycle. Bitches grab the fucking rifle, lay between the fucking eyes. So they just wait for the revival dial. 666 on my phone, oh.
Uh-oh.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
There is something about the way they do this music I just love. Just the pitch and this pace and all of it.
Probably from all these pills in my belly, whipping the Chevy, I'm gripping a machete, palm never sweaty, bust your head open and blood is spilling like confetti. Bitch, I'm ducking low, open that dead, this motherfucking ready. He been stalking, he been watching Cherry, try to turn me into jelly bomb. Full of planet panties, I'm invested in the cheap jet. Skin is spreading, peeping up, I see red. As I leak a beat black, I'm the shepherd, bitching on my sheep dead.
Oh man. You know that's not good, right? When you're the shepherd and all the sheep are gone, man. You've got nobody left to lead.
It's another nobody filled with oxygen. Hair on the side before you fall back inside my pocket. Felonies with your bitch and eating Lebanese. I can see anything, appetite and got me bending knees. The person I know where to show it. They love this, so now I'm glowing. Pressing the fact that I'm loving my own life, so I just fold it. Hair on the drill like folders. I'm just growing colder.
Interesting how they kind of do, I guess, heroin is heron. I've heard them say that in interviews before.
So I just fold it. Hair on the drill like folders. I'm just growing colder. Looking over my shoulders, I know the break is getting close.
Tina, it was wrong for you to lock me up. I had to hurt myself to get out. But I forgive you, darling. And I know you're here because I can smell your brains.
Oh.
See? And now you made me hurt myself again. You made me break my hand completely off this thing, Tina. But I don't care, darling, because I love you.
Oh! I know this one. Come on, come on, come on, now. Yep.
Tryna get on my pimp shit, but I'm stuck on my doggy tip. So I fucking ugly bitch to the pretty girls ditch. And they know it's no biz. I'm a large and my sad tap. Tryna feel like gun. No, she got from the fat ass. Like a mama nut. Got the last lap. But only is.
I can't even go backwards in this anymore. When I actually hear it over again.
Long as the last lap break back. So
Okay, let me go back because I want to hear that. Got the last.
fat ass. Like a mama nut. Got the last lap. as long as the last laugh breaks back. So get that fast, half cock, shotty blast on these hip-hop gas. But the blast at last, I'm only the past. I got the gas in my dick scope. Throw me in the trash, call for a pickup. Dipped over bitches up because the grit. Blood spilling in my motherfucking pimp cup. Used to love the bitch, now she sucking up the dick. So if I cut my fucking wrist, feel like a puddle of piss. Suicide, yeah, not me, who gives a fuck? No one.
Got that motherfucking pedigree, but generally all my ex-hoes become my enemies, and my next hoes would deal with jealousy from a couple chica heads to couple of the bitches that ain't important. And pussy current was a sport, they call me Jordan, but my endorsement remain the doorman when it comes to these bitches that play it for me.
They're so good at, number one, they're honest, they're realistic, but they do talk about women, they talk about using, and they say it in ways that I just don't understand that all of their fans do. And so I want to learn more. That's what I want to talk to them about, how they put the wording together, that if I read it just like a paragraph, that I think I'd have to break it down like a poem, you know, and it seems in part like poetry. And I know all music kind of rhymes at times or has that scheme, but this has a meaning behind it, like literature that you'd have to read.
And when my endorsement remain the doorman when it comes to the bitches that play it for me. Hey. All the girls out of fuck, we got kids or ex-husbands, they junkies or strippers, but hey, I'm not judging.
That's so good. Maybe my favorite part, even though it's not totally healthy, of the song. All the girls I've messed with got kids or ex-husbands, like one of the two, which is, by the way, not the greatest thing in the world if you're just starting out. They're either drug addicts or they're strippers, but look, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge y'all. Don't mess with a hippie. This may be my favorite. I got to go back over that. There we go.
All the girls out of fuck, we got kids or ex-husbands, they junkies or strippers, but hey, I'm not judging. The fuck with that hippie bitch, fuck with the skinny bitch, fuck with the needy bitch, fuck with the greedy bitch, nah, I can't do that shit. Too much energy spent unsuccessfully, oh please you let me be one of your memories.
Oh, please, you'll let me be one of your memories. Just let me out. I just want out. Oh my goodness. I no longer fear the razor guarding my heel, part 2. Adrian, thank you so much for requesting that. I never get tired of Suicide Boys. I love hearing them. I want to hear all of these razor guarding heel songs. I want to hear every part I can because I just love trying to break down their lyrics, and eventually I'm going to learn enough, and eventually I have a big dream. I'm going to get to talk to them, and I want to hear all about the creation of who they are and how they create the art that they create, because it's incredible. But you know, Sit and Real Therapy, just Tom break it down lyrics to music. If you want professional help, check the link in the description of this video. Go to our Discord server, over 3,000 people strong. If you want to check something out, go to our podcast channel. It's new on YouTube, the Reaction Therapy Podcast. It has artist interviews, mental health content, so much more. And we also have memberships on YouTube and Patreon that give you extra content, private live streams, and so much more. Thank you for being here. Leave us your comments, feedback, insight, and look, if you want professional help, again, check the link. Help spread mental health awareness to the world. That's the point, and I think that's what Suicide Boys would say to you today. Adrian, thanks so much, and we'll see all of y'all in the next Reaction Therapy.